We are live, so it tells us hi, hello. Okay, so to those of you who don't know us, I'm Laura, this is Johnny, my husband, and we organise Equinox24. If anyone's out there, if they could just let us know that you can hear us and see us okay, that should be good. We should be live on the Equinox24 Facebook page and also in the group. So
and a few people are tuning in, which is good.
How do you see that then?
It says it there. Four people.
Oh, okay. Oh, 11. Yeah, here we go. Brilliant. We've got a like. That's good. So we know you can hear us and see us. We'll just preamble just for a minute or two, just to allow those people who are in the group or whatever, refreshing the page to join us, just to give them a little bit of time. So hopefully you guys are all good. A bit more of a normal year this year. We can't wait for Equinox, can we?
How's everyone getting on with the heat?
Oh, yeah. I know some of the other 24-hour races have had some heat to deal with, which, yeah, but we have had some pretty warm equinoxes, but definitely not this warm. I think sort of 25, 26 we had one year. No, we don't want it this one. So that's why September is the perfect time for a race.
If anybody's got any questions, feel free to stick them on the video, and we'll try and answer as many as we can as we go along. We've got certain things that we want to tell you about and we want to cover, but we will try and reply to all the questions. If we don't reply to them during the video, if we run out of time or if we just miss any, we'll go back over and answer them when we're done.
I've just noticed though, our comments that are coming up, we're not in Facebook, we're in a kind of a streaming service, and it's just showing Facebook user rather than names. So we're not going to be able to see who you are, and we know
unless you put your name at the bottom of it.
Yeah, so if tell us your name if it's relevant, if we're going to know you. So after this is year number 10 of Equinox. Obviously we missed the COVID year, but we did do our virtual one, so this is still our 10-year anniversary. The first one was in September 2013, and so over those 10 years we've got to know a lot of you pretty well, and Equinox does feel like one big family a lot of the time, which we think is one of the reasons why our race is so special. We know you guys think that too, so sorry that we can't refer to you by name if
and we do have a small number of people who have done every single event every year.
They're getting a nice treat this year. Yeah, we're not going to spoil it.
When we got to 5 years, there weren't too many. I don't think.
I think they were just over 20 something, maybe something like that.
Yeah, a lot less. Less this time around.
I know lots of you might have been doing it from like the second or third year, which is we love the fact that you've stuck with us so long. So yeah, so I think we'll sort of get started. We're about 3 minutes in, so hopefully most people who were planning to be here on time have managed to find us and join. If you see anyone making comments in the group, just tell them to go to our Facebook page and just click refresh, and hopefully the live should pop up at the top. Okay, so we're going to get started. So we try and do a couple of these lives each year in the run up to the event, both for giving you any updates, reminders, and for some people it's their first year. So it's a good chance for you to kind of ask some questions and hear it from the horse's mouth. All of the information we're going to give tonight, panic not if you can't stay. What we will try and do is post this broadcast onto Facebook. It's slightly unreliable sometimes, so fingers crossed the technology does what it's supposed to do. But all the info we give you will be out there. We send a race brochure. This is last year's, but come September, once everything's finalised, we send everyone a race brochure. We've got the race app that's being updated, so you can look on there now. Not everything's 2022, but most of it's current. We have our FAQ page, and we send out lots of emails before the event. So yeah, please don't worry. We're not gonna not tell you if you're not here tonight. So if you've got to dash off to the pub or whatever, it's okay. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to start with the fun bit, and I'm going to talk about this year's medals, because there are hopefully people out on this call that aren't entered yet, and also lots of you who are and know you're definitely going to be getting these. So I'm going to start off with the day 10K, which we absolutely love this year. It's got a slightly darker glitter than the samples that I shared, but you will be pleased to know that there is no way you're not going to get this on the podium, because all our medals have been ordered. They are arrived. They're sat downstairs in boxes. They are landed in the UK. So you are not going to get to our event and go home without your medal, I promise. So this is the day 10K medal. Glitter and runners and beautifulness. And Johnny's got the night 10K medal. So all dark and moody. And yes, it's glow in the dark paint. That one's got a bit on the back as well. Look, don't know why we've got something on the back of one and not the other, but anyway. So that's the night 10K. So it's like a lime green. Don't know how well the colours show up for you. Lime green, matte black, super cool. And that's the night 10K one. So both of the 10K entries are open. We've still got plenty of spaces left on both of those, as we normally would by this point. However, last year we did sell out before the event. And I reckon I could have sold another 100 places for each with the number of emails and stuff I got after. So, and I think probably people are a bit more keen to race this year than last year. So please don't miss out. We have added an extra 50 places on each. So there's 250 day 10K places, 250 night 10K places. Day 10K midday, night 10K 8 p.m.
There's lots of our runners as well that like a bit of bling and will enter the daytime, the nighttime, as well as being part of a team.
Or solo, even.
And
you can count your lap.
Yeah.
The only thing with that is if you're a team runner, you can only ever have one team number on the course at any one time. So if you're a team of 4 and 3 of you have also entered to do, say, the night 10K, only one of you can wear your team number and count it for your lap. The other 2 will have to take their team number off for that lap. But if you're a solo runner, you can keep your number for both on and it will log for both for you. So that's really cool if you want the full set, and lots of you do. And then we really love this year's medal. We had this idea probably 2 or 3 years ago now, but we decided to save this for the 10-year medal because we wanted something nice and special. So we've got, there's a solo ribbon and a team ribbon for them. And so this is the medal with, can you see? It's hard to get the light and the angles right. So it's a really cool beaver castle with sort of like a translucent colour in the sun/moon. And then this really cool lap slider. So you might have seen our video in the sample, it was quite loose, but it's quite stiff, but you can move the slider along to register your laps. So if you've done 9 laps, you can do 9. Or if you prefer to put the hours that you've run, if that's a nice high number and you want a nice high number, and then you can do that. But they're really cool, and we love this year's medal. So I cannot wait to give those out to you at the event. And then the last piece of the puzzle, lots of you who are first timers might not know about this. We probably should shout about it more, actually. It was an idea we had. I don't know, we've not had these probably, what, 5 years or something? We've done them. We've not done them from the start. However, we noticed that a lot of you have a target of like 10 laps or 15 laps or whatever. And actually, we were always so awestruck by how amazing you guys are at the event that we wanted to just show a bit of recognition for those of you that really do put the training in, put the effort in, and run big distances. So if you complete 10 laps, you get our bronze Equinox24 pin badge. So they're those little pin badges like that. A lot of people put them on the medals, but they're also a really kind of subtle brag day to day, because those who know. And if they see you in one, they know you've done well. Anybody got one of all 3? One of all 3, yeah.
I don't think anybody has.
No, I don't think anyone has. So we've got a silver. So a lot of people say, if I do 15, do I get both? No, you get the one for the number you've done that year. So if you do 15 and you want the bronze, you have to come back next year and do 10. And then the gold. And we've barely given out any golds. Gold is for 20 laps. So 10 laps, 15 and 20. So these are pretty highly coveted and they're beautiful. And we've had a few different designs, but these ones we're sticking with. They're good and heavy and shiny and lovely. And it's amazing how much effort people will put in to get that tiny little pin badge, because they desperately want that goal of 10 laps or 15 laps. And actually, it's the thing that drags them back out for that one final lap to get that. So we know how much they mean. So do my 3 bronze equal a gold? Sorry, Richard. Oh, we've got names now. Some people have got names. I don't know why. Maybe it's depending on where they're watching. I don't know.
It depends if they're on our page or in the group, I think.
Yeah, sadly 3 gold, 3 bronze don't equal a gold, but 3 bronze is pretty cool anyway. So well done. So that was the medals and the pin badges and so on. We've also got our new design bobble hats to show you. So we've still got some of the old design. Oh, you're going to model.
Oh yeah,
this is cool. Now it didn't show up the ombre as well on here, but this one, so it's black. And if I shine my torch on you, Johnny, to show the reflective, so the black at the bottom, and then it's at the front. Yeah, you're good. And then it goes from darker orange up to light. It doesn't show so well on the camera, but what I'm going to do is put the torch on.
Got a really cool new badge.
No, I don't think it shows on there, but actually there is a reflective thread running right through the hat. So when you're out running at night in the winter, it will shine. And then we've got the plain black.
You can see that kind of lighting up a little bit in the black.
Yeah.
So that is like reflective and does light up, which is really cool.
And that badge is on our merchandise t-shirts. Well, that design is on our merchandise t-shirts. So the 2 new bobble hats will be for sale at the event. They're not on the website yet. The previous design hat is still on the website and they will be at the event. We've still got a few left of those, but not millions. And then those 2 will be there at the event. Swimsy, who do our merchandise, will be there selling those.
Bobble hat at the minute.
No, it's blooming boiling in here tonight. It's really hot. So yeah, open a window, although we'll get the teenagers coming by shouting, and we'll try to keep the noise down. You might have seen, hopefully you have seen our post or email about our pre-order t-shirts. Now, just to clarify, the t-shirt pre-order that we sent out is not your finisher t-shirt. This is separate. So we sell merchandise in our event shop every year. It is tough for us at the minute. COVID hit us really hard. Last year numbers were really down. This year numbers are down again. That's the industry this year, sadly. I think across the industry it's 50 to 30% down, and we're thinking we'll probably be about 30% down on pre-COVID numbers still. So we haven't really got the budget to massively stock our merchandise shop with loads of new stuff. And you'll have seen the beautiful pictures of those t-shirts that we've shared. There's so many lovely colours that we know you guys loved. So the way we've got around having less choice at the shop is going to be by letting you pre-order the colours. So only the Ocean Depth and Indigo Hush are going to be in the merchandise shop, and obviously we've got the sizes we've got, and if we sell out, they're gone. So if you want to guarantee a size in one of those colours, or if you want one of the other 5 colours that are available, you can pre-order them. We'll print them to order and you can collect them at the event. So if you've not seen that email, we sent it out this week. Do a search for Equinox24. There's a post on our Facebook page. Just scroll back and you can just visit our event shop and pre-order there, and it's open till the 14th of August. And they are a lovely organic cotton. People have been asking for sizing. I'm struggling to get a size chart from our supplier, from their supplier, but I'm working on it. So, but they are just standard high street unisex sizes. If in doubt, I'd say size up. Baggy is cool, according to my teenagers. Okay, right.
I'm just going to answer a couple of questions before we move on, so we don't like lose too many.
I've got my scrolly mouse.
Somebody's put how many solos this year? So just over 600 currently. So there's about 50 places left. Yeah, so they potentially are going to sell out.
It's the first of the month. People enter after payday, so yeah. I think they might go quick.
We're so thrilled that we've always had a really strong solo field. Some other events have suffered with that recently. We've seen, but yeah, it looks like we're going to have 600 to 650 again, which is brilliant. Will there be a wooden spoon for me? No wooden spoons, Glyn, although some of the caterers will have wooden spoons when they're serving your food. So maybe keep that one as a souvenir. Yeah, we love the hats. Do you want to scroll up?
Is there plenty of drinking water refill points, Glyn? So Glyn, I'm guessing you're a newbie this year. So we have water at the finish line, water at the halfway point. We'll never run out in those places. And then on the field, we have 2 water points along the back fence where the showers are, and there are 2 water points in the middle of the field like that we had for the first time last year. So absolutely fresh drinking water, you won't miss it. And we will have some SOS rehydrate stuff at one of the water stations. We're not sure which one yet. So yeah, definitely will be having water. Do volunteers need to purchase camping if I'm volunteering overnight at the waterfront? Okay, we'll come back to volunteer stuff later, so I'll talk about volunteers all in one go. Right, I think that's pretty much all the questions. We'll carry on. Cool. Do you want to talk about Friday? So those of you who are new, this is what happens at Equinox on Friday, so we want you to come.
So Friday, people generally start pitching up really early on Friday. We do not open the gates to the camping field until midday normally. Now there is probably a good kilometre of road within the Beaver Castle estate before you get to the main camping field, so there's plenty of space. You're not going to be blocking the road or anything, so you can, those that want to turn up early, or if you've got a bit further to travel, you're welcome to turn up whenever you want, but we don't open those gates till midday.
And no queuing on the road. So if you can't queue, you're going to have to go and park somewhere else and come
There'll be plenty of space. We can bring people in 2 rows or whatever. Yeah, so we open the gate at 12, and then it is a first come first serve on the camping field. There are designated areas for caravans and camper vans, and also for solo runners. Anybody that's booked a bell tent, they will all be set up and ready to go, again in a specific area. But after that, basically it's first come first served. Now, yeah, all this information will go out.
Get this.
It'll be on the app, and it'll go out in the race brochure, so you can print it off and you can have it when you come, so you've got an idea of where you're going to be, where your team are going to be if you're all arriving at different times. Obviously it can get busy at times, so if you've got different people arriving at different times and somebody's setting up your area and then you're going to find them, try and get a good idea of where they are. If you get if they can give you directions as to where you need to go, it's going to make your life so much easier. Obviously we need to minimize the amount of traffic movement on site, so yeah, you need to know where you're going.
Use the map for that, the color coded areas, and we have color coded flags on the site so you know where you are.
Yeah, and then from Friday, registration will be open. Time to be confirmed. It's normally about 3, 4.
No, it's normally later. It's in the app, but we are still debating.
Yeah, that'll all come out. But registration will be open on Friday as well as Saturday morning. So and t-shirt collection and everything, and obviously there will be caterers set up and good to go.
They tend to start serving food late afternoon on the Friday.
Yeah,
you probably won't get lunch Friday if you're looking for food on site. So bring a picnic for that, but
most
you'll get
people
food
are setting
by tea time.
Sort of camp up. The other things we do Friday night, so we have the amazing Detroits.
You always say it like that to smile.
The Detroits.
The Detroits.
The Detroits.
Not Detroit. Oh. I think Sid, if you watch him, who's got it right.
You say tomato, I say tomato. Anyway, we've got live music, which everyone loves. So it's Sid's better half, Michelle, and their wonderful band. I won't say it again. Yeah, they do a gig for us Friday night in the main marquee. And then we also have the beer run at 9 o'clock. So they have a little break. They get a chance to have a drink. We have some fun. Some people get dressed up for it. So the beer run, for anybody who's not done it before, and you need to make sure you get your drinks sorted before 9 o'clock, because there's normally a massive queue at the beer bus, and we're having to wait. So get your drinks ready, beer, glass of wine, whatever it may be. You drink it as quick as you can. Put your cup on your head, and you do 1 lap of the camping field, which is about 1 kilometre long.
Pitch black.
I've done it.
Pitch black.
I've done it 1 year for a bit of fun, and it is harder. A K when you're sprinting after you've just downed a beer is not easy.
There are trophies though.
But yeah, it's good fun. It's all part of it. And then from 11 o'clock, it's quiet time on camp. Obviously there's a big event happening on Saturday, so you need to get your sleep. We will, as always, be doing patrols. Yeah, so 11 o'clock, music goes down, everyone goes to bed, and we see everyone Saturday morning, hopefully.
So, quick question about that camping. Is there a special area for solo runners? Yes, Darren, there is. Plenty of space in there. When we are camping, are there power points nearby? Nope, absolutely no power whatsoever. We're in the middle of a field in the middle of nowhere, so I'm afraid there's none. However, usually the grocery store that we have do offer a charging service, but we suggest you get some of the power banks and bring those. Will we prevent people taping off large areas of the camping areas? No, we won't, Shana. We absolutely allow that. So one of the brilliant things about Equinox24 is that we get a lot of teams and run clubs and groups come together, and understandably those guys want to camp together. We do ask people to be reasonable. We've never noticed a situation where people have camped taped off a huge area and it's more than they need, and that will continue so long as people are sensible. If you have any issues on the day, though, please do come and see us, and us or our wonderful marshals will help you out. But no, we are happy for you to save space for the people coming in your party, but please do be mindful that you only reserve space for your party at the minimum that you need, not taking excess. Is the hub available now?
I think that means the app.
The app?
Maybe.
Or does it mean the dashboard? On Entrywide, the Entrywide dashboard's been up and running for a few months now. So if you're having login problems, Mark Johnston, I think it's you. But I'm not sure what you mean, Mark. So give us a shout if we can help. Can we bring camping stove to cook for yourself? Absolutely, you can. You can have barbecues. You can have camping stoves. We have got a fire and barbecue policy that will be strictly adhered to. So if you don't follow that, we'll put it out. We
will have to look at that again close to the time. Obviously, we've had no rain pretty much for the last month.
Yes.
So again, that's something that, depending on conditions, that'd be down to our fire safety team to make that decision on the risk assessment, whether or not we allow barbecues.
Fun fact, Johnny was a firefighter for 15 years, so he's pretty good at those kind of things. You'll be arriving on Saturday morning, Jonathan. Will there be enough room for your tent still? So the main camping field, I'm about to move on to Saturday, perfect timing. The main camping field closes at 10 a.m. on Saturday. We've never run out of space yet, and we're probably going to have a good 1,000 runners less than we've had at our peak this year. So yes, if you get there on time, there'll be space. Fear not, however, if you cannot get there by 10 o'clock on Saturday. So, for example, some people might be coming to do the night 10K and wanting to camp. They've bought a camping pass, but they don't want to get there super early Saturday or whatever. People come late in your party. You've got to work. There's always... Some
people have to leave early on Sunday as well. So again,
yeah, so this applies to you. So there's an orange area. I'm going to hold this map up. It probably won't mean a huge amount, but when you get to site, it will. We have this area here, which is the orange camping, which is probably no further to walk than sort of the corners of the field. There's a cut-through gate about here directly next to toilets and showers. So you're no further from facilities, and the start-finish line is here. So that orange area is open whenever. So you can come and set up in there whenever. It's massive. We're never going to run out of space. If you want quiet on Saturday night, do not camp anywhere other than that orange area. So we've had a couple of people who are parked close to the finish line, close to the race HQ, saying that they want to be asleep at 3 a.m. on Saturday night. It ain't going to happen. You've got runners running by. You've got people up and down through the night, swapping out for teams. You've got our emergency vehicles. So if you want peace and quiet, probably Equinox is not the event for you, but we get you want to have a sleep. Go to the edges of the field, away from the run course, away from the race HQ where people are travelling to and gathering. Orange Field is for you, and you can get in and out of Orange Field at any time. So if you need to leave before midday Sunday, you need to be in Orange, and because we will not let you out of that campsite whilst the race is in progress. It's a danger to our runners. So always been the same. Nothing's changed for this year, but there's a few tips for you. So Saturday, site closes at 10 a.m. We have a kids fun run at 11. If you've got kids, and by kids, we mean under 15s. You can enter them into the Kids Fun Run. The money goes to charity. They get a number, they get a medal. They do a 1 lap of the course, which is the same lap as the beer run. It's about 1 kilometre, and it's just brilliant fun. They get that big race feel because they get to run under the finish arch and all the spectators are cheering, and it's absolutely brilliant, and we love it.
If you're wanting to do it, try and enter like beforehand to ensure you get a number and a medal.
And it's cheaper.
We don't like anybody being upset. We have run out in the past. I think we've had 300 plus doing the kids fun run. So obviously a medal means a lot to them. Like I say, all profits go to charity. So it's all going to a good cause. We don't profit from that at all.
Yeah, £3 in advance.
That's why there's a charge on it.
£5 on the day. So yeah, definitely enter in advance. Race briefing, I think we do about 22, confirm the times on the day. We do a race briefing at the finish line, start-finish line, head you to the course to start. On the start line, we should have solo runners and 1 person from each team, because team members, it's a relay. You can only have 1 on the course at any one time, and the day 10K runners. So the start of our event is absolutely brilliant. And the support you'll get on that first bit is amazing. So that starts at midday on the Saturday. Teams, you need to make sure you've got your slap bands for the person who's running. It's just, I could have brought one up actually. It's one of the sort of slap bands that goes around your wrist, and a reflective one. We basically use that as your relay baton. So in our transition area, which we will talk through to you on the day, and you can ask us if you need help, when you pass from the person running to the person doing the next lap, you tag them with your slap band and off you go. And that means that we have a fair transition for all team runners. The event village is going to be amazing again this year. We're going to change the layout slightly just to make it a little bit more open, so you've got access to everything a bit easier. We're trying to organise a bit of extra entertainment, so we will be breaking news about that gradually in the next couple of months as we run up to the event. Same caterers as last time. Yes, we're going to have the pizzas, the fish and chips. Month and a half. I know, I've got to get my head around it. Fish and chips, pizza, jacket potatoes, noodles, pop top kitchen with burgers and pulled pork and mac and cheese.
Pretty much all the usuals. I base it around great food that I love, donuts, so I can have something new every single mealtime.
Johnny does a tour of all of them. If I get to eat one thing all weekend, I'm lucky. Come away like emaciated. Project Donut, yes, they're back, and I think this year we've asked them to sell just individual donuts rather than the boxes, because we know lots and lots of you loved those. We've got the ice cream van, smoothies and juices, blend, the toasted sandwiches, the Beyonce is the one. That's amazing. And the coffee, freshly roasted coffee. Ice cream van, yeah. I saw him the other day at the car boot in Skeggy.
Our children are talking about doing a sweet stand as well, so if anybody thinks that's a good idea,
little entrepreneurs,
let us know, and they may well do that.
So that's Saturday. Let's quickly check for some questions. Who does your patrols?
Some issues with elsewhere with overzealous, unfriendly marshals.
Oh no, we've got nice marshals.
It's me and my team,
me and the gang, and we've got a couple of security.
We've got a really good team now that we bring in every year that are all friends of ours, and we employ them for the whole weekend, and they understand the vibe. A lot of them have done the event before, and they love it and want to come back every year.
That being said, nobody likes being told when they're having a whale of a time that it's 11:30, guys, you've got to go to bed. Nobody likes it. Most people don't really want to do it. And so we ask you as nicely as possible, but if you don't do it, we will make you do it, because it is an event. It is the night before the event, and people do want to get some sleep where possible that night. Not easy in a field anyway, with a few thousand other people. So we won't be overzealous. We'll be very friendly, but you've got to listen to us.
Can we bring a camping fire pit to keep warm? Again, yes, please.
Assuming
have a look.
Safe.
It'll all come out in the brochure. There are rules around where they can be. So if you want a fire pit, you can't be pitched up next to the run course, etc.
So 10 meters.
So have a look at that once the brochure comes out. But yes, and again, we have to look at it, risk assessment nearer the time, on how dry everything is and how likely it is to cause issues.
Just as an aside from that, you have to have fire buckets and stuff like that, and we will be checking. Also, if your fire, even if you are within the right distances and so on, if your smoke is blown onto the course and causing an issue, like if it's causing a problem, we will make you put it out. Priority is always the runners.
Couple of people saying about the dashboard, or Mark's replied and said yes, it's the dashboard he can't see. If you're having issues getting on the dashboard to see your team, drop us an email.
Yeah, it'll probably mark it. There's a few things it could be. You might have checked out as a guest. If you're a team member, you can't see anyway. It's only the team captain. It could be that you've got more than one email registered and it's not pulled it through. But there's lots we can do to help you. So drop us an email for specific questions about your accounts and stuff. It's definitely the best thing to do. Can I stay on site Sunday if my legs have fallen off? Yes.
Yeah.
You've just got to help Johnny pack up.
You've got to be off site by 11, I think it is.
10 or 11 on Monday. We won't have caterers, Darren, after the event finishes from about 2 probably. There will be toilets. There might not be showers. Usually there is, but we can't promise. So absolutely. We have a handful of people that stay on the Sunday night.
The beer bus is definitely going to be there.
Oh, yes. Route 14. Definitely. David and his gang are going to be there. Okay, timing. Johnny, you were going to talk a bit about the wonderful Ryan.
Yeah, so we've got Ryan and Titanium back doing our timing. Again, anybody that's been to the event, I've never known a timing company be as good as these guys.
And we've
done events a long time. We've got leaderboards up at the timing tent, which will be near the start finish line. We have got a timed section. Anybody that has done that hill, we have a timed section on that hill, which again this year is sponsored by Sandycliff in Nottingham, which is brilliant. So last year we had a couple of vehicles at the top with flags and everything, and we have some prizes for the quickest people up the hill climb. That is just 24-hour runners, so 10k times don't count. I think last year we did separate prizes for solo and for team.
Can't remember.
It's a bit harsh, like we did separate prizes for that. And then another feature that we have introduced in the last year or so, or last couple of events. So if you're a team runner, there'll be a screen in the handover area, or just on the entrance to the handover area, that will let you know once your team runner has entered the camping field. So that means that they've probably got about 750 meters to go until the start finish line. So it gives you sort of a couple of minutes to get yourself ready. If it's in the middle of the night, get your coat off, a couple of little stretches, and get ready to go. So that's a great feature as well, so that we've not got too many people in the handover area. You can hang around and chat outside and just keep an eye on that.
That's it, really.
It'll be live. All the timing will be live. So there'll be a live feed. So anybody that has got supporters that can't make the event, you'll be able to follow it all online.
Yeah, we'll make sure you've got the link, and the link will be in the app. It'll be last year's link in there at the minute. So once we've got the new one, we'll pop it in there. A couple of questions, Jerry Ann. How do we get spectator passes? Can our spectators bring us food supplies? Yes, absolutely. Spectators, you get the passes via the entry website. So you can either go via our Equinox page, enter page, and it takes you to Entrywide, or you can go to your dashboard and buy them for them. Please make sure the right people buy them. We've and ahed as to whether we're either going to send a physical camping pass out to you or have a digital pass to allow you onto site. It'll be one or the other, and we will confirm in the next couple of weeks. We're just figuring out the technology, but you will need to show your camping pass to get onto site. So there's no good someone buying them for the 20 people, them getting into site, and everyone else is stuck in the car park. It's different to before. So please make sure that if you if it's not your coming with you in your car, they buy their own camping passes. £10 for adults, £5 for children for the whole weekend, Friday to Monday. Bargain. So yes, you do need camping passes.
I think you from the sounds of your question, you may be a solo runner as well, if you want people to bring food to you so you don't have to go back to your tent. There is also, at the end of the start finish barriered area, we do put a tent for solo runners to put supplies in. Now obviously you put things in there whatever you want, it's at your own risk, but some people do put supplies in there so they don't have to go back to the tent.
So Michelle Baker, we did understand. Yes, there is a specific area for solo runners to pitch their tents. Yeah, there is. There's a third of the field, and there will be space for everybody. No problem. If two team members run a lap together, does that count as one lap for the team or two? It counts as a disqualification if you're both wearing your numbers, I'm afraid. So as long you can't run a lap if you are together, if you are in a team, unless, for example, it's one of the 10Ks. If you want to run with people, they either need to be in a different team, or one of you needs to be a solo, one of you needs to be a team runner. So, for example, if you're in a large team of 8 and you really want people to run together, go as 2 teams of 4, and then you can have one person from each team running together. But we cannot have 2 team members on the course, and nobody will run on that course without a number, I'm afraid.
It'll just cause havoc.
Absolutely. But also, we've got to manage course capacity. So if you can imagine, if we never knew how many people were going to be on the course because team members who aren't on their lap were allowed to run, we could have 2,000 people on the course all the time, and that wouldn't be a pleasant experience. So there's reasons behind it. It's for kind of prioritizing that kind of really good race experience for you. So sorry about that, Dale. It's a relay, but the way around it is to have 2 smaller teams. So you could have 2 pairs. You need obviously at least 4 to have 2 separate teams.
In addition to that, there's no buddy runners.
Yeah, unless you've given us, unless there's a very, very valid reason and you've been in touch in advance
about that. Because what we had some years, which is not fair on the people that have paid to enter, we had some people coming along and they'd run 4 or 5 laps with other people as buddy runners, free camping, and obviously that's not fair on the people that have paid and are taking part.
Okay, does it matter what time we start or finish our laps? No, there are no restrictions, Stuart. Ideally start at midday with everybody else, but obviously sometimes there are other circumstances and people break down on the way or whatever. Yeah, we'll get you started. There's no limits to lap times. If you mean you said your first lap. Does it matter what time we start our first lap? So you mean you might arrive late? Drop me an email. We'll figure it out. We'll always help. A friend may not be able to get there until 1 a.m. Sunday.
It's the same person.
Oh, okay.
If you've got a team member, that can't turn up till Sunday, that's absolutely fine. As long as they do a lap, it doesn't matter when they arrive, when they start. Yeah, absolutely fine.
I'm just putting the lights on because I look like we were sat in the dark. We've done that before on a Facebook Live.
Can day spectators come? Do we need to book these in advance?
Don't need to book in advance. Yes, they can come. There'll be a £3 parking fee per car. That's it. We'll give them a day visitor pass, but they can't camp if they've not got a camping pass. How far is one lap? It is 10 kilometres. What's the elevation? I believe we've got that on our website, but I don't know off the top of my head. Ask in the group. Join the Facebook group. Ask in there. Someone really will tell you.
If you've not been onto our YouTube channel, there should be a relive video on there.
It's on the website as well.
And on the website, showing you the course elevation, some pictures from around the course. That's a good thing to have a little look.
Go to our website, click on info, and the one that talks all about the event, the relive thing, watch that through, and the elevation shows at the end. I remember that now.
Walking poles are fine. Lots of people use them.
Just be careful with don't take up the whole path. Leave space for people to run by. All good. Okay, onwards. That's all the questions I think we've got so far. So nighttime, as nighttime falls, we will start reminding you probably from about 6 o'clock at the finish line that you're going to need a headlamp from about 7 o'clock. So obviously by that time, some of you might still be doing 40-minute laps, but some of you will be taking much longer. So we don't want you to get caught out. So if you start a lap, probably any time from 5:30 onwards, take a head torch because it gets dark really quickly. As you know, if you've been before, it's incredibly rural, it's incredibly beautiful, but it gets dark. So from 7 p.m, headlights are compulsory, and that's even if you're partway through a lap. So we will be reminding you on the finish line, and after 7, we won't let you start a lap without one. They'll send you back at the first Marshall station if you get past us. With regards to headlamps and stuff, just check your kit, check your batteries, make sure they're charged up. We always, every year, we have people that have issues with headlamps. So make sure you get a good one. Make sure it's quality, make sure it's charged, and you've got spares. You don't have to wear a headlamp. You can use a hand torch, but you need to have something to light your way because the course is completely unlit. So there are glow sticks that mark your, help you kind of spot on the route when it's pitch black and dark. They are kind of on race sticks, so they're sort of mid-height, and you should be able to see the next one at any point. However, the race as it is now, not like year one when probably we had about 20 people running around in the middle of the night, year one, by the early hours. There's usually plenty of people on the course to follow, so you shouldn't be out on your own really without being able to see other people, but they're there just in case.
By the time it gets dark as well, there's normally like a pretty good path that has been, it's like when you see sheep have created a path, there's normally like a flat bit of grass, and you just can follow the path as well. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes, you can use a body torch. Somebody just asked.
Yeah,
you've just got to be careful. Like everyone, just be considerate of other people. Obviously, a body torch generally points straight out. Some people have the head torches pointing straight out. Obviously, just be wary of all the other runners. You don't want to be shining a light into people's faces.
There's not many places where you're really crossing paths, but there are a few.
And some people have got
so don't
some
blind
pretty
people.
Impressive some pretty impressive lights. So
yeah,
just be wary of people.
The night 10K starts at 8 p.m. So if you're coming just for the night 10K, you can come from about 5:30 or whatever. We do the race briefing about 20 minutes before, and you will join that same route with everybody else. It's brilliant. It adds a real injection of energy for those of you who have been running already for 8 hours. That injection of a whole load of fresh legs just gives everyone a bit of a boost and a bit of a vibe, and it makes it feel nice and busy for a while. And for the night 10K runners, it's brilliant. There's not many night races out there. So yeah, all good fun. And that starts at 8 o'clock, and you will join the main run course.
Don't think once you've been running for that amount of time, as people start running fast past you.
Yeah, don't try and keep up. Yeah, sometimes people think, oh God, everyone's running fast. Yeah, you don't have to keep up with the fresh legs of the 10Kers. My dad's running as a solo runner. We've booked as spectators, so will he get a camping pass, and will we receive one too? It depends on how you've bought them, Michelle. So if your dad is, everyone who's there, if you're camping over with your dad to support him, you need a camping pass, adults and children. If your dad has bought them for you, we're undecided. So the official line was, we will post out camping passes. And so you will need to get them off your dad if you're not coming in the same car. We may switch that to digital passes, and we'll give you the camping passes when you arrive, but we're still waiting to get confirmation that the technology is working. So we will let you know one way or the other, but possibly, Michelle. So watch this space. We've still got plenty of time left. We send a lot of information out in emails. So as long as you read all our emails, you'll know, and we'll figure it out.
If you've entered or bought a pass, you're on our list. So you'll get confirmation and emails.
Yeah, we'll make sure.
Keep following the Facebook pages as well, and the groups, and you won't miss anything.
Is it compulsory to dance at the Detroit gig on the Friday night? Yes, Sid, it is. And even I danced.
Right, Sid, me or Laura?
Yes, Sid. Shall we say how you say it? It just makes me laugh.
And congratulations,
Go on, say it.
Sid, by the way, on completely batting, and what was it, 25 years?
What, you've been married to Michelle?
Yeah.
Go on, you say it your way.
The Detroits.
No, that's not what you say. You fixed it now.
What did I say?
You say the Detroits every year, all the time, and I say the Detroits. Minimum age for the 10K, I believe, oh, crikey, I think it's 15 for the day and 18 for the night. That is on our FAQ page, which is a wonderful place on our website that everyone forgets to look at. So it's on there. And I'd need to check, actually, because I think I can't remember. It's been a whole year since I've had to answer that question. Okay, so Sunday, the event gradually comes to a close. Running ends at midday Sunday. You will be asked, it's a contractual requirement of Johnny to ask everyone if they want to do one more lap when they look like they're about to flop on the floor at the end.
Don't be mad at me.
You don't have to say yes, but it has been known to win people races because people have been like, nah. And he's like, you've got time, because the rule is if you have started a lap when the clock ticks 12, you can finish it. So if you cross the start finish line at 11:59 and 59 seconds, you can do one more lap. And that often is the lap that wins the race for the solos and the teams that are in that position. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting distracted by the comments. So that's where one more lap comes from, but you don't have to.
Lead singer.
Yeah, but is that right though? But is it right?
The lead singer's in charge.
I think there's a whole city in America that might disagree with you, but anyway, where was I? Sunday. Yeah, so once you're finished, come and collect your medals. The photographers will be there. You can have some photos, and you can start to leave site from midday on the Sunday. So that's when it all wraps up. The caterers and stuff will still be open till after that, and the race, depending on who is on that one more lap, the race is normally completely done by about 1:30. If it's nice weather and you can grab some food and a beer and stick around, pack up your tent and come back and be there for the presentation, amazing, because it makes it
somebody has just asked, is there a cut-off for the final lap? No. Not officially.
Which there probably should be, because some years it's been a long wait.
Me and my team are there till, I normally take them for a beer and food about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening. So, yeah. So as long as you're done by then.
I'm asleep by then.
Yeah, obviously we do have to consider that a lot of people need to get home. So we do tend to start the presentation before everyone's off the course, because some, like Laura said, we've had some people take like 2 hours for that last lap. So yeah, we have got to take, which is fine.
Unless they're the winner,
we
might do the presentation without.
You know, all the people that we want to stick around into consideration. So yeah, one year we had a guy from a military guy raising money for their charity, and he was with military kit on, Bergen on, and he was destroyed. He was in bits, and it was so nice because we managed to do the presentation, and everyone stuck around, and we had a pint and his medal at the finish line for him, and yeah, everyone just cheered him over the line, and it was just brilliant.
Although last year it stayed dry all the time,
and then
it rained right at the finish, so everyone went home, and it was a bit of a meagre showing. But anyway, yes, Michelle, it is separate passes. Yes, Michelle, it's separate passes. Okay, so a couple of things. Photography, we have a change this year with photography. So from, I think, year 2, I'm going to say, Glenn Curley and his team have been with us taking the photographs, and back then we were one of the very few races that gave everyone free race photos, unlimited. You used to have to spend 25 quid on a pack of race photos and stuff, which, to be fair, most people do now. But we keep up that. We pay our photographers well so that they are there all weekend, and they're not just relying on the after sales, although they are always gratefully received by them. And we have really appreciated the lengths that Glenn's team go for. Despite the setup that we have with them, they go above and beyond every year and do an amazing job. But sadly, Glenn isn't just a photographer. He's some high-flying thing in some business, a director of something or other, and he's just not got the time to do the events that he used to. So he's scaled right back, and much to his sadness and ours, he won't be taking our photographs, him and his team, this year. I'm hoping he might still come along in his camper van. He said he might have a clash with something else, but hopefully he'll be there, because I know he's a familiar face to lots of you. But we do have a fantastic replacement. So a lot of you will know Mick Hall. He does a lot of photography at a lot of other events. He's coming along. Same setup. We're employing a team of photographers who Mick will be in charge of, so that we get the full 24 hours. It will be tagged, it will be free downloads again, plus you can purchase better images and all other stuff from Mick directly. And it'll also be face recognition. I think you can upload a selfie or type in your bib number, and both of those will bring your photos up. So we hope to provide the same great service, but it won't be Glenn's smiley face there taking photos this year, which is a real shame. He almost just did it anyway, just so he could get to the 10-year anniversary, but he's just far too busy. So Glenn, if you're there, I know often you are, a big thank you for all your help and support over the years. And Mick, we welcome you along. So that'll be photography, and you will be able to get those over the course of the weekend, but I imagine most of them will be uploaded early the following week. And it's great, you get to download them all and share them. So camping passes, we've had quite a few questions about camping passes, so I'm just going to clarify a couple of things. Yes, you need a camping pass if you are staying overnight at Equinox24. If you're a day visitor and you're going home to sleep, you don't need one. So solo runners and team runners, you will get a camping pass for free. Anyone who isn't in the 24-hour race, so that's spectators, you bring along your aunties, your cousins, your sisters, your whatever, and also people who are running just the 10Ks. If you want to camp, you will need to buy a camping pass. You can do that yourself via our entry website. You can go on and just buy that, and you click on the event extras big red button, and it will take you to the camping pass section, and you can select between adults and children. Or it can be done at the same time as a race entry, but we make it really clear on there that we will the person who needs them is the person who needs to order them. So if you live at opposite ends of the country to the person buying them, if we do, as we are planning to do currently, and send out the physical camping passes, you need to be able to get them before the event so that you can access the site. If we change it to this possible new option of a digital camping pass, they will all be emailed to the person who bought them. So that's a bit easier to share, which is why we're hoping we can get that up and running, but we just don't know if the technology is quite ready for us to do it. Hence the slight unsure. We will need to make a final decision very soon though, so we will let you know. So yes, everyone needs camping passes. I'm getting so many emails at the minute about camping. So yes, caravans and camper vans. Yes to motorhomes. You're all in a dedicated area of the site. Yes, if people want to camp with you in that area, they can. Yes, there's an area for solos. No, we can't reserve pitches for anyone. Yes, it's okay to reserve space for people who are coming with you. Yes, there's hot showers. Yes, there's toilets. Toilets, we're going to talk about toilets. Portaloos, we're in the middle of a field. There's no other option. However, we have a team that do nothing but go around and service those toilets in order, block to block to block to block, throughout the event. So they do them a nighttime service on the Friday night, and from about 8 o'clock Saturday morning right through to the end of the race. So through the night, they don't sleep. We have 2 shifts. They work the night shift. They do nothing but service those toilets. So each block gets done about once every 3 hours. 90% of the time, you're going to walk into a clean toilet. We can't account for people who leave the toilet in a mess. And that might happen, hopefully, just before they get serviced, or it might happen right after they've been serviced, in which case, that's how it is. So we ask you to respect the property, and we ask you to leave them how you'd expect to find them. And almost everybody does, and almost everybody has a great toilet experience. So please rest assured, we do work hard, and we have a really good feedback record.
We do now put some phone details
at the end of each block,
each toilet block. So if there are any issues, you can just drop us a message or give us a call and say, at block whatever, they've run out of toilet paper, or
this toilet's out of order. We can come and put an out of order. So it's a mess. We'll close that one off. If we don't know, we can't
do anything about it. And anybody that knows us knows that, like, we want to make your experience the best it can be, and we'll get straight on it as long as we know about it.
Yeah. And there's not much more we can do to keep them good, and we have really good feedback for that. So yeah, we'll do our very best, and please let us know of any problems. But generally, you're going to have a good experience. Please rest assured, we're not like those festivals where they're going to be, 3 days not being used. I don't know what I was talking about now. Camping. That was just some of the regular camping questions. But no, there's no power. But go to our FAQ page, because lots of answers are on there. Okay, so entries are open until the 31st of August. However, we do think the solos may well sell out very soon. We normally see a little peak in entries around this time of the month because it's after most people's paydays. And we had less than 50 places left when we checked this afternoon out of 650 for solos. Now, teams. We have ordered a fixed amount of team medals that are landed in here in the country right this minute. I'm going to show you again in case you missed it earlier. That's what they look like. Really gorgeous. We can place a small top-up order to be air freighted in the next week or two. And at that point, that is the fixed number of team places. We won't sell more places than we've got medals for. I'm not running that risk. I want to make sure you earn those medals, that you get them on the finish line. So once that happens, team numbers will be limited. You smile. It's known to happen, Johnny, but at our event,
surely
they're getting their medals. So please don't miss out. If you've entered a team and you've put 2 people in it and you've still got another 6 people to add them. We do not want to run out of team places for you. So yes, there is plenty of space at the minute.
There's lots of people, and
it drives me mad.
Happens all the time, but there's lots of people that haven't entered, like the additional people
team members
on their team. So if you're running, nag your team captain. If you're a team captain, start nagging your runners to pay you the money or whatever you need to do. But please
don't miss out.
Just it helps us no end, because obviously we have to upscale things depending on numbers.
So every year, so I've probably sent out 3 emails in the last couple of weeks. Every email I'm putting a reminder on of what that closing date is. I can promise you that right up until the day before the event, I'll get emails from people saying, oh my goodness, I've not entered. I've got 5 team runners that I've not entered. What can I do? And then you end up paying an extra £10 a person to enter them on the day. And it's a bit of a nightmare. They don't get their name on their numbers. And so please, 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 the deadline for any swapping, changing, swapping your t-shirt size, swapping one runner for another runner, adding new team members, anything like that, the absolute deadline is the 31st of August at midnight. And we might sell out of team places before that. So I would really strongly advise you to get them in the next couple of weeks. I can order their top-up medals, and then there will be a cut-off.
Team names as well. Make sure your team name is correct.
Spelled
on
correctly.
Your account. Yeah, make sure your team name is on there, because that does go on your number. It does go on the back of your t-shirt.
Oh, t-shirt.
So if it's like I'm going to use Marple Runners because I know they bring numerous teams, and I know they always name the teams. But if it's Marple Runners A, Marple Runners B, it's think of a good team name and get it on there, and it'll be on your t-shirt. Solo runners as well, all your names if you've done it before. We will be having names on the back of your t-shirt again.
Not individual, so there'll be all the solo names on the back of the solo t-shirts and all the team names on the back of the team t-shirts. This year it's men's and women's fit t-shirts that we're offering. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it won't be a nightmare, but we will see. Okay.
Volunteers. I don't think we've spoken about volunteers.
So if you have volunteered before, so if you were on last year's volunteer list and if you were on our volunteer interest list, you have been emailed this evening, because we have sent the link for sign up to you guys, and we always send it to previous volunteers first. They get first dibs. Everyone else who's not volunteered before or isn't on one of those lists, you guys will get it sent, and I'll publish it and share it everywhere later this week. Volunteering is so rewarding. We've got people that clamour to volunteer sign up as they do to enter, and we have absolutely the best volunteers. That all credit to them. They make our event amazing. We try really hard to support our volunteers so that they can do such a great job. We have video training for various different roles. We look after you on there. You get a crew t-shirt, you get a meal voucher for one of our amazing caterers at the event. We are incredibly grateful, but it is so rewarding. So if you're coming along as a spectator, if you're a team runner, but you know you only want to run or walk one lap, if you're doing a 10K and you want to camp and just be there for the weekend, whatever the situation, or if you're not running this year, lots of people are injured or can't run, and they just want to come and be part of the event anyway, please do come along. We don't give free camping to volunteers. There's various reasons, admin reasons, getting you into site. A lot of people change their mind and cancel last minute. So there's various reasons. So yes, you do still pay your £10 camping fee for the full weekend, but we do give you your crew t-shirt and your free meal and snacks and stuff, and our eternal gratitude. So absolutely, please sign up if you can. And we don't normally have any issues getting volunteers, do we? There's normally more fighting for the spots. So this was your call to all our usual volunteers. Go check your emails and find out. Scroll down the questions. I think we'll just not scoot over this one where Sid was officially saying I was right. So thanks, Sid. I knew I was right.
I don't believe Sid. Always right. I don't believe Sid.
Okay.
Sid, you're like me. You're not the boss.
Hey, Adam. Adam, are you running this year? Let us know.
Anybody that doesn't follow Adam Tango Holland, follow him. I think he's off to Italy pretty soon. So I think he's got a record. I think because the light's there. He's got a record. He quite often does like 10 marathons in 10 days, and I think he's got some record. And he's heading back over to Italy to defend his title, I believe. So good luck, Adam.
Nice. It might be as hot there as here. Anthony, I'm expecting my first child on the same day as Equinox, and I'm signed up to run solo. Yes, we'll let you leave early, but just come and get your medal. You can have a baby and a medal. How exciting. For those people, this is the time of year where I get a slew of people emailing me saying I'm injured or I can't come or it's my friend's wedding. I'm
sorry. If you're in the lead, Anthony, will you still go?
I can't remember what I was saying then.
Sorry.
I don't know, but hopefully if you haven't entered yet, please take out the Booking Protect cover, so that way if you do get injured between now and the event, you'll get your refund, because at the minute we're on a no refund situation. The refund deadline has passed. Could you arrange this? Okay. Are there plenty of showers? For
your other half to be on site. We've had a marriage proposal before a birth would be cool.
Yes.
We've got a really, really good first aid team.
We do. Jay and the gang.
Yeah.
I've given birth to 4 babies. I'd give it a go. Helping
I've got enough stress on that weekend.
You are a great delivery partner as well, darling. So you've got the practice and experience.
Yeah, when I've got the time.
Are there plenty of warm showers? Presumably the water is nice and warm. Yes, there are plenty of warm showers. And yes, the water is nice and warm. All the showers are in one spot on the field near the entrance gate. That's the only place that we can get enough water pressure to put them. So every year we have people, can't you put some showers the other end of the field? Sadly not. That's the joy of that location, is the rural beauty, but it does mean that it's a bit difficult for spreading out the showers. But yes, they are lovely and warm. Will the beer
mile and that race segment feature this year? Do you mean in the results, Sid? Yes.
Yes, they're both on. Yes, both in the results.
The BMR isn't timed. It isn't. Well, it's not in the results.
No,
we take times for the
sorry.
top 3, but yeah, it's not. There's no official timed results for that. How bad is that hill?
It's fine.
It's easy.
Easy peasy.
Most people don't run up it more than once. I think what gets most people, rather than the uphill, is the downhill before the uphill. So there's a camber on it, and for those who have not practiced running downhill, it's one of the things I did years ago when I did the Snowdon Marathon. A guy who'd done it a few times said, practice running downhill because it can destroy your quads on the downhill section. So if you've not done it yet, try and practice a bit of downhill running.
Am I right in thinking that walking up backwards, if you're really struggling, is good? I don't know. I hear various.
I think people have tried all sorts.
I'm not a runner, so
crawling. But...
I've walked up it with a cup of tea at the top and a picnic. That's as much as I do on the course. I'm the organizer. You're the runner. We'll leave it at that. Right, guys. So we're about done. So if you've got any questions, oh look, it's bang on an hour as well. We're so good at this now. 10 years and we've got it spot on. If you've got any questions, pop them in. But other than that, we're about to finish. Quick reminder then. So we've got some new merch coming to the event, but the bobble hats, we've got 3 gorgeous new colour hoodies and some black ones still the same as last year. But the 3 new colours are really nice with a new design as well. So the hoodies will be there. New bobble hats, and the pre-order t-shirts close on the 14th of August, and so there's 5 colours out of those that won't be available at the event. So if you want one of the 5 colours other than Ocean Depth and Indigo Hush, then you need to order online. And if you want to guarantee your sizes of those 2 colours that will be there, Laura, can you answer my earlier question about the tent? Sorry, can you tell me again, Jason, because we must have lost it in the slip.
Asking about volunteering and camping near. It's similar to what you did last year. Yeah, just drop us an email, Jason, and we'll clarify
if it's just a specific to you thing, drop us an email and then it's easier for us to answer. Can't see any other questions, so we are at the end of an email.
One little thing from me, it has been a really tough few years for everyone. Massive thank you for everyone and for all your support.
Oh yeah,
if you see anything we put out, please help us share the word, because it'd be great to have another couple of 100 people there.
Yeah, it really would. It really would. It's been a tough couple of years. But it's going to be amazing. No matter what, it's going to be amazing. But yeah, if you can help us.
We're not going anywhere, by the way.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're lifers. Okay, so thank you for bearing with us tonight. If we've missed any of your questions or you didn't get a chance, whatever, drop us an email. We're at the end of an email. We've got a couple of bits of holiday. Obviously, it's the school holidays. Kids are off. So there will be the odd week where we're out of the office for a week, but we're on and off. So please do drop us an email.
FAQ page on the website.
Yes.
Answers loads of questions.
Almost all of them.
The Facebook group, if you're not in it, join it. Loads of people in there that know as much about the event as we do,
probably more,
and we'll answer all your questions.
Yeah, the Facebook group is just a really lovely place to be as well, and a big thanks for that, guys, because you are the people that make it amazing, and it is what makes Equinox so special. And if you've not been before, oh my gosh, you're in for a treat. We love our event, as you can probably tell, but so do lots of other people as well, because it's bloody brilliant. So we can't wait to welcome you. We can't wait to share the experience with you. And if you've been before, we can't wait to say hi.
Thank you,
and we can give you a hug this year. Couldn't do that last year.
Thank you very much, Richard, for your nice comment.
Thanks, Richard. Cool. Okay, we're going to go have a cup of tea, watch something on the telly, and I'm a full-on Equinox day tomorrow and Wednesday. So if you do email me, I'll be well on it. Kids are at an art camp for a couple of days, so I've got some work time. And you're going fishing.
I'm not. I'm up early to get the event trailer service.
Oh yeah, we're servicing the event trailer, but then he's going fishing. Right, thank you guys. It was great to see you all. Thanks for your support as always, and we'll see you in September if we don't do another one of these before. Take care.